Kick it with a player that gon' hold down. Pockets too big, I'm like, what now? Shawty say she drunk from the first round. I'ma buy another shot, I'ma buy another shot. I ain't got a time or a bust down. You can say I'm living. What's going on, everybody? This is episode 4 of the Real Life Lab Talk podcast. I got my homie here.
Yeah.
Whitesmoke.
We got our very special guest to episode 4, and he goes by the name of
Stampede, baby.
Stampede.
Let's get it.
We're going to be interviewing him, asking some questions for him today, and then also he'll have a dope interview or dope performance at the end of this interview. You guys can peep out.
Real quick, before you start asking me questions, I'm curious. Why am I the special guest? Am I?
You're the 100th customer.
Used to call me?
You win a free prize.
Yay!
$50 gift card.
Do I get to ride that special bus again? I get to ride the bus all over again, huh? Okay, sweet. I'm down. Hey, they got some good crayons to eat.
So I'm gonna jump right in to this first question. But first, before I do that, though, I want to also say that at the end of the podcast, we do this thing called a speed questionnaire, and we call it Pass the Blunt. So basically, it's perfect that you have something to smoke on. So what the idea of this is you're supposed to answer these questions like kind of right off the top of their head, but while smoking. So it's kind of a challenge, you know.
And they're crazy questions. They're like just off the wall, like personal.
Oh man,
just random stuff. What's this? Yep. So,
you guys,
like
you guys
like
are talking to the right one then, because this is going to be easy as shit. I'm an open book.
Yep.
What I'm just saying,
I love food too.
But
we'll hurry up, knock these questions out in 10 minutes, and then we'll have a half hour.
I swear to God, just watch. This is going to be that one.
We'll hurry up, knock these questions out in 10 minutes, and then we'll have a half conversation about food.
About just food. Question is, who is Stampede? Tell us about yourself a little bit. People that want to know who you are.
For anyone who hasn't met me, hi, hello, I'm Stampede. I'm just a father trying to provide for his kids and chasing down his dream. And to be honest, I'm not even chasing down my dream no more. I'm building for my future. You know what I mean? Like,
right on.
Dreams are nice. They're fun to have, but they're nothing as far as having an actual future.
Ooh, I like that.
Do you ever feel that you're living your dreams? Like on it, like you've touched stages, man. You got albums. As long as your music spins, there's pennies being made. We know It's not a lot, you know what I mean? But it accumulates over time. And the way I look at it for me is like, I don't touch my money that I make on music at all, bro. Like merch money and stuff like that, yes. But money from streaming, we know it's not a lot, but I let that shit build up, and I figure my kids hit a certain age, that's their money, whatever it may be, it is, you know. But do you ever feel that you made it? Because I would say you made it. If you're making any, I had some really famous artists tell me, if you sell one album or if you sell a t-shirt, you made it.
Yep.
100%.
You know what I mean? So
in a small way, even if it's in a small way.
Exactly. So do you feel you made it? Because obviously you're on an interview, a podcast interview, so we look at you as more than just Jimmy around the corner. You're fucking Stampede, you know. You're a rap artist, a good rap artist. So, I mean, have you made it yet? You have. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna say it like this: like, as far as the general term of making it, yeah, I've made it. I made it a while ago. You know what I mean? I made it a while ago when I decided to step up from using a Rock Band microphone in my closet to grabbing myself an actual microphone with a chaotic eyeball. You know what I mean? I made it when instead of having to take money out of my paycheck to put it into getting in a music video, I could take the money that I made off of my music to put into my music video. You know what I mean? Like, but to be 100% honest with you, I don't think I've made it yet. Not until I can walk up to my mom and be like, hey, this house is all taken care of. That car, that's yours. You ain't got to worry about it. Then I've made it.
And see, we've had that conversation, you know, like we've made it. People know who we are in different states. You know, we've
countries.
we've touched stages with 2,500 people in the crowd twice, bro. That's not a lot, but that's something.
But it's exactly.
But yet the millions is what everybody's waiting on. I mean, not even the millions, you know, just a couple $100,000 in the bank and push a million, you know, just
millions
a couple $100,000 in the bank and cushy, you know.
But no, like you're absolutely right. But I mean, and to even go back on the general term of making it, I suppose I have actually made it. And the minute that I realized I made it was the first time that I got that Facebook message talking about, hey man, you know, I just wanted to say thank you. You know, I've been going through a lot right now, and you know, I found some of your shit from a friend of mine, and I decided to check you out one more time. Or I happened to be at a show, and I really liked your shit, and you were talking about some shit that I've been going through, and it's just like, man, that's when I realized I made it. When I've got people who finally have an outlet to speak what they couldn't speak before, I made it. Oh man, hell yeah!
That's an awesome feeling too.
Before we continue on, thank you to everybody who has checked me out and who is going to check me out. But thank you to everybody who has been there and has ride with me and rode with me and whatever you want to say. Like, bro, it's anywhere, everywhere. Stampede, 3d3, threes instead of E's. If you don't know me, you better check me out. I promise you. You can even find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Stampede.
Right on. Which that brings up not this question, but a few other ones coming up. But I do have one. Like, what got you into making music? Like, what was that like key stamp in your life that was like, okay, I'm about to
3
start
Days
doing
Grace. This. 3 Days Grace. Yeah, 3 Days Grace came out, and
interesting.
They were like, you know, growing up, I was brought up on predominantly. I ain't gonna hide it no more. I was brought up on shit like fucking NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, Christina Aguilera, shit like that.
No need to hide it. It was good music.
At the same time, I was also being brought up on, you know, Metallica, Black Sabbath, like my dad, like whatever you want to call him. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he was listening to good music. You know, so I felt like 3 Days Grace came out with that first album, their self-titled album. And from then on, I was like, dude, I really love this music shit. I already loved this music shit when I was fucking doing saxophone and band class and shit like that. I already did. But like, something about them when they came out, that was just the point where I was like, yeah, I got to do something with this music shit too. Because I got some shit I got to say.
So other than 3 Days Grace, do you have any more influences or people that kind of pushed you into doing it? Like recording music?
Nirvana. Ooh. Big time Kurt. Eminem, huge Marshall. Anybody that can, go send that man some flowers for me, please. That man deserves his roses. Same with everybody from Bone Thugs and Harmony. Same with Busta Rhymes, Twista, all the fucking Speeding Out Mobsters.
Now you're speaking my language.
Shit. But I mean, at the same time, you can turn around. I mean, it's going to be on screen, obviously. You've seen the tattoo. You know, there's a Hatchet Man there for a reason. You know, shout out to certain groups of people within that realm. But I'm going to leave them unnamed just because they can go ahead. They got their own clout their own way. I'm going to go ahead and do it my way. I ain't going to ride off them. You know what I mean? So, da-da-da-da.
Right.
Facts.
Big fat facts.
So this next one that you brought up the gaming earlier, this next one that I wanted to ask you, I kind of already know a little bit about it, but I don't think Whitesmoke's tapped into it too much. So I'm gonna let him ask this next question.
So I do kind of know you're a gamer, but my whole thing is like I've seen like you're live on Twitch. Don't ever take it personal because I don't even watch Mike's Twitch, bro. I don't even know what Twitch is, dog. Like I clicked on it and I'm like, account, I texted Mike. I was like, bro, I gotta make an account and shit. I'm not hip like that. Like I'm not.
Hey, he's the one who watches from the user browser, bro. Like, the link that it sends him to.
So I'm curious to know, and I game, like, I don't game like that. I'm not going to lie, bro. I got a PlayStation. I got all these games. I don't play it at all, dog. I play the Switch. I just invested in a Switch and Oddworld, bro. And that's what I've been doing. Yeah. So as of
Okay.
right now, I have all of them. But so I'm going to ask you, what influenced you to start game streaming? And then I
So
got another question after that. It has to do with that.
that was that,
What
that was
influenced you to
more
start
like
game streaming?
Markiplier, Jacksepticeye. They just seemed to have so much fun with their audience when they were live or even in their videos or everything they do. And huge shout out to them guys as well because they're amazing and they're doing numbers that no one thought anyone would do as YouTubers, streamers, whatever you want to call them. It's those guys are amazing. I got to be honest. I can't wait to eventually meet one of them at least. I know I'm going to heading down that path. But no, just seeing the fact that there was a platform for people to meet and mingle and just hang out and game together and then they started making party games specifically for that reason. Like the Jackbox party games are made for people to play on separate devices but also watching the one screen. That way you can play the same game without being in the same room. You could be in separate states.
Yeah.
So it's just a fun way to bring everyone together and meet new people, in my opinion.
I
Definitely.
agree, man. Like everybody tends to get together over gaming. I think I just don't have the patience. Like I be getting my ass whooped, bro. I used to play Call of Duty like on PlayStation 3, the beginning
Yeah.
of 4.
I'm way
Bro,
better
and
on
I used to
sport
get my
games.
ass whooped. Yeah, sports now I'll play some Madden, but I like to
2K.
play in house. Like if Mike says you want to play, or if you said let's play Madden, we have to meet up. I can't play online. You doing some shady shit on the other end. Don't bullshit. So damn, this thing's really quick. So, but I'm curious to know, what's your favorite game? Like, what's your favorite? Well, I don't even. So, two-parter. So, first of all, what's your all-time favorite game? I'm talking like I said, mine's Oddworld. Like going back to Abe's Exodus and Odyssey, the original.
The original
That's
OGs.
back to Abe's
Yes, sir.
Exodus and Odyssey, the original. That's my shit. What?
Great games.
Bro, Bomberman too, bro. I liked Bomberman.
Hands down, no question. I will say this every time until
what's yours?
It is the Nintendo 64's Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask.
Bro, you're going to shit when I tell you this. I literally just bought a Nintendo 64 with like 30 games for $20, right? It has that. I guess it'd be the gold edition. It's holographic and it's a gold cartridge. Yeah, bro, I just got that, dog. For $20.
Man, that's a steal.
Bro, that's the actual cartridge. That was the way that they sold that game through forever. That was the best, bro. That in and of itself was the whole reason why it was the best goddamn game, was the fact that I had that holographic fucking cover on it. And then it was a golden cartridge. And then you had to have the fucking rumble pack. Like, bro, it was just the best fucking game ever.
To play, I guess, not even to stream. I guess, like, if you play fucking Call of Duty or Grand Theft, like, what's your favorite game to play now?
My favorite game to play now would probably either be Fortnite or Grand Theft Auto 5 doing some battle arena. Something along those lines.
I know a lot of people that's in the Fortnite.
Yeah, I'm sorry at Fortnite. I suck, but I love playing it and streaming it. It's fun.
I'm decent. I'm not great, but I'm decent at it. I'm definitely not terrible, thankfully.
I tried to play a couple times, and again, I'm going to tell you, I played with my son, and I got mad as hell because the little kid started ganging up on me, bro, and I got mad as shit. Know where you sleep? Like telling my son, like, do they know who your dad is?
You better tell them.
You better tell them. My freaking 7.
Oh my god. He said, "You better tell him."
Better tell him.
Shit.
But
you, Big Mike.
But so I have kind of a two-parter as well myself. So first off, what's the most favorite night that you can remember performing so far in your career? Like that memorable performance.
Man.
And then right after that, my next question is, what's the biggest stage you've ever performed on?
So I'll answer the second one first, just because that one's going to be the easiest. I wasn't performing as Stampede. I was part of NFET. It was a group that we were together with way back in the day. But we were opening up for Twisted at the Skyway Theater. And it was well over 300 people,
Ooh,
400
nice.
people. You know, maybe 300 people, 250, something like that. But it was a nice sized crowd. It was, but I could be mistaken because I think my favorite one that I've done so far might have been the biggest one that I've done. If it's close, but my favorite one I've done was out in Colorado. I performed at the Roxy for Gorefest back in 2018, and it was great. It was man, I remember watching everybody walking in from outside. And they were walking up to like the bar area, or not like everybody, but there was a good chunk of people. I'd say at least 30 to 35 people. Bro, they were walking away. They were walking up to the bar, like they were about to just walk right past me. And then my verse started, and I'd watched all their heads stop, turn, and watch my whole set. And I had a good 15, 20-minute set right from the get. So I was like, bro,
yeah,
watching these motherfuckers just stop what they were doing, turning around, and just jamming out. That was phenomenal.
Yeah, man, that's such a good feeling to watch and see from the backgrounds. That's awesome.
That feeling is amazing when you get a bigger artist that sit there and watch you perform. You know what I mean? It's the feeling's so real. You
have to. I'm glad you said that, and that's
living in the moment.
That I wish
bro.
everybody else would take from this is that you got to live in the moment. Don't let nothing hold you back. Do what you're going to do to make you happy.
Exactly. So, I don't think it was mentioned in the beginning, but you want to let the people know where you're from?
Oh shit, yeah. I'm from a little place called Minnesota, up north. Technically speaking, I am from Minneapolis, but I grew up in Columbia Heights, and then from there it's just kind of been all over for Minnesota. I've only lived in Minnesota. I've been out of the state, but I've only lived in Minnesota, so it's been very cold for the last 32 years.
Right. Now, when you came to Ohio for the show that we all performed at for who was that? Was that
our show?
LSD,
show.
yep.
LSD.
Yeah. So was that your first time in Ohio?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was amazing.
You got to come during a warm month too, July, wasn't it?
Yeah. That was the best time to come through.
You're gonna have to come back for another show, man.
Oh, I'm always down.
Yeah, soon.
For a big one of the fucking
we have
big ass shows.
Get with B Durst if you're interested. Blind Fury's coming through at the end of the summer.
The end of the summer? Okay.
At the venue.
That'll be a little bit easier.
We'll be there at that one.
A little easier to manage that one then. All right. We'll talk after this.
Yeah, definitely. But we were speaking about some of your influences on artists, but like, who are your favorite artists? Give us like your top 3 to 5 favorite artists.
And that's are we doing hip hop, rap, or everything together? Everything together.
All
bands. Fucking, if you like Chuck Mangione, baby,
okay,
plaster him on there.
I guess, and this would be order as well too. It would have to be Nirvana, Eminem, Bone Thugs, Twisted, and then it would have to be, it's a tie between Busta and Twista. Like, if I could only pick like 5 artists to listen to for the rest of my life, it'd be those 5/6 technically, whichever, or 5, whichever one you want to give me at the moment.
Nice.
Bone would definitely be in mine.
Yeah, they were amazing. All of them were amazing. A lot of people like to shit on Flesh Flesh and Wish. But I don't know. I think they all five were amazing in my opinion, personally. Like they all brought something different that made Bone Thugs Bone Thugs.
Exactly, I agree with that.
Yeah, I fuck with all of their music, even all of their solo music. But I have a question for you. I want to ask you right now. So as of right now, what is your favorite song out? It don't have to be mainstream. What is your favorite song you're listening to right now?
I'm about to wreck everybody's heads. So, and this is I could pull it up on my phone if you really want me to prove it. But my favorite song, it's my favorite song of all time, to be 100% honest, and that's the reason why it's in my constant playlist. But it's "Sitting on the Dock of the Bay" by Otis Redding.
Oh my lord,
that's a good song.
That is a great song, bro.
So
we have some in common with that one.
Again, it's not one of my favorites, but I'm fucking very hip.
Man, it was good music to get raised on. I'm telling you,
I was raised on that type of shit.
Yeah, dude. And you got to watch it. There's different versions of it, but there's one out there that's like that's just all the other ones are just kind of sound weird and washed out. But there's one that just is so soothing, and I can never find it except for maybe once in a blue moon when I'm drunk. And I'm scrolling
then
through.
It just said that there's only one version, and Mike's either drunk or sober, and he don't know what he's. It just depends his mood when he's drunk.
I know.
He's like,
that
sounds weird.
I'm about to send this to you right now.
Click.
Let's say,
I gotta.
I was gonna say, go ahead. You guys keep going. I can still continue.
I had to ask you. I had to ask you a question before Mike went on to the actual
go right ahead.
timed question. I wanted to ask you: are you into any like anime or comic books, superheroes? You into any of that?
My favorite anime is a tie between either Inuyasha or Big O. And then I love Dragon Ball Z. I love what are they? Gundam Wing. That was a great one as well. As far as superheroes, I mean, they kind of, some of them I get, some of them I don't like. You know, some hit or miss.
I'm a huge Power Ranger fan myself. I don't get into anime. Oh, dude. Hey, when tonight or tomorrow. Tonight I will send you a freaking picture. Tonight I will send you a freaking picture of my collection. You'll shit a chicken, dude.
You have already sent me the picture of your collection.
Have I? Yeah.
Yes, we have had this conversation. Yes.
And the bad thing is, it got so much bigger in the last 2 months. But that's why I ask you, because like I'm not into anime, so I was more into the Sentai than anime. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I like Kamen Rider and all that shit. But so I just had to ask you, because now that I'm a nerd, man, I had to ask you what your nerd, you know, what your inner nerd had sitting in there. You got it.
I mean, my inner nerd goes as far as like Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide, bro. Harry Potter, fucking Danny Phantom, fucking Legends of the Hidden Temple. Like, bro, I'm a fucking nerd. I'm a 90s kid, baby.
Same here,
Me
bro.
too.
Like 1990 all the way. I'm old.
I was born in 86, so literally like from 90, that was all that shit, bro. Angry Beavers. Power
Is that the reason why your voice is so deep? I'm just kidding.
That's from all the blunts, dog.
Yeah.
That's from 4.5 years of doing fucking shows and music with Aaron Smith.
Oh god,
that's how that happened.
I can imagine. I can easily imagine.
I probably got some sort of throat cancer that I could probably
go after fucking Swisher and shit. Like, Jesus Christ. No, you wouldn't be able to win nothing because they got the warning right on the side of the package. You're kind of
no. I just
you're kind of like, you know, all the other porn actresses fucked.
you gotta fucking put the blame on somebody else, bro. You can't blame yourself.
Take responsibility. That's the best feeling on the planet. I'm not even gonna lie. That's the best feeling on the planet. You take responsibility for what you are, and then you admit to who you are, and then you can claim yourself as an actual man, bro. That is the greatest feeling. The rest of y'all on this planet need to hear that out too. Just be who the fuck you are. Quit trying to be anybody else. God damn it.
Knowledge.
That's exactly why you've seen me change my life when it came. I was heading down the wrong path doing music, man, and you just hit that positivity, and you notice me and Aaron both changed a lot, and like Big Mike stuff. I think everybody just hits a positivity, and it rubs off when one person does it. Like,
Pause.
you're a positive person, bro, and every time I talk to you, you're happy as shit, dude.
You would not be able to tell through my music. I'm just saying, you would never be able to tell through my music. And let's pull. Hold on, let's pull the veil all the way out of the way, man. Because like Mike, you've had to deal with me on a few occasions where I was deep down, bro. Reality is reality. Like it's ups, it's downs, it's highs, it's lows. But like you can't sit here and dwell on all the lows, because then you're gonna ignore every high you achieve. You have to celebrate the highs and fight through the lows. It's the exact opposite of what people fall into that trap of thinking.
Exactly.
That's the beautiful thing about being an artist. You go through that stuff. You get to write that music.
It makes great music.
And that gets that shit off your chest, bro. And then you don't think about it again. You know what I mean? So I know exactly what you mean, bro. Seriously, like, and you're killing it in that aspect. Like we was talking earlier, have you made it? Well, not only did you make it known, Stampede known, you made it a brand, you did this.
And that is very true.
But also you have inner peace because of
I definitely am happy with who I am. I'm definitely happy with the person I am becoming.
That's always awesome to hear. Very awesome to hear.
And that's great. The music helps us all do that, and it helps you, the artist, and it helps the fan,
Exactly.
It's an amazing
feeling, and that's the thing that a lot of the quote unquote fans forget, is that we as artists are nothing more than just fans who get a mic. like we're just one of you guys, man. That's really what it is. And it's all ups and downs, man. But you gotta
we just put our emotions into rhymes. That's all it is.
Exactly, and we're really good at it. All of us speaking on this conversation right now are incredible at doing just that.
Which, speaking of which, before we get into the pass the blunt questionnaire, and then also before we get into the live performance, we're gonna have you plug in all your links. So upcoming events. Excuse me. So.
Shit. Okay.
I have a question I want to ask you, just because it's been like probably a year or so, maybe more, since me and you've been working musically.
Shit,
so
a little bit more than that.
You're on Fat Camp 2, right? What made like the whole Fat Camp album? Like, what's the whole title of that? What's the meaning on that?
The title originally started as just a joke, just because that was something I heard growing up all the time from all the bullies in school. They were talking about, you need to go to Fat Camp. I was just like, I'm gonna take what you're saying as a fucking insult and turn it around and make a profit off of it. Fuck you, bitches. This one's for you guys. So now it's like, it's just the series, it's like, and then, now we get, it's also, I'm trying to turn it into a story though, because it's also, if you look at the cover of Fat Camp 1, right? Yeah. You've got the character walking up with the hat, and you just see in the back of him. And then Fat Camp 2 has nothing to do with the camp. It's all just, a bunch of scattered notes and whatnot throughout the cover. There's a story that I'm trying to tell throughout of, and maybe somebody will pick it up, somebody won't. Really, if you do, great. I'm happy that you picked up on the story that I'm trying to tell, and if anybody's going through what I went through, I hope that you reach out, faster than I did, and you get the help that you need. But just know, there's a story there. I promise you. just wait and listen. You'll hear the story.
And the second one is great.
Thank you.
The first one's awesome.
Thank you. It sounds as good as it is. Thanks to you. Thank you very much.
Man, I appreciate that, dude. We did really good on that one. And the second one's awesome too. It's just I'm gonna let you tell them more about that during your plug-in part of this, but speed questionnaire past the blunt session if you want to go ahead and make sure you're ready to go.
I ain't been prepping.
So what we do basically is we can go back and forth on. We're gonna do 6 questions apiece.
You better tell them.
And so we go back and forth. And so whenever you're ready, just let us know. We'll spark up ourselves. Anybody who's watching want to spark up, pass it around.
Let's go.
Get it.
I'm asking them the first one right now. Apples or bananas?
Bananas.
Pizza or steak?
Pizza.
Bowling or baseball?
Bowling.
I said I had some stuff to ask you and then I forgot.
We're on the clock. Tick tock. We're on the clock.
Truck or car?
Car.
We're on 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is my third one. No, yeah. Third. Yeah, I'm fucking with myself. So beer or bud?
Bud.
Plane or train as a passenger?
Plane.
Basketball or football?
Football.
2 more apiece. We'll do 2 more apiece.
Flour or oil?
Oil.
Michael,
You like to sleep, huh?
Pretty much.
I know.
I'm actually going to ask this one.
I'm going with the other one.
PlayStation 4 or Xbox?
Xbox.
Jordan or LeBron?
Jordan.
Thank goodness.
Oh, guys. LBJ in the house. So we'll just do one more.
Yep.
We always do. We done.
Always lose count, bro. That damn blunt.
But rap or rock?
Ooh, fuck.
Rock.
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
Favorite state? Not to live in, just favorite state. Looks.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Damn.
Man.
I didn't see that coming.
Hey, when we had Aaron do this, he was coughing up the lung. It was funny as hell.
That motherfucker smoked the whole blunt, though.
Yeah, he was like, this shit was great. But
I mean,
before we roll off on the interview and we have your live performance, do you have any links or events that you want to let the people know you have going on? Plug in some
appreciate
music.
that. First and foremost, thank you
Stage
guys
is
for
yours.
having me on. I do appreciate this opportunity. Everybody who gets a chance to, make sure you guys go check out everybody on FSG, everybody on Whitesmoke, Lab Life. Make sure you go check out everybody over on Hustle Life, Hustle God, Hustle Life, Hustle God, Hustle God, Hustle God, Hustle Life. There we go. It needs to be a shirt. There you go. Take the. I want at least 10%. But I got a show coming up June 23rd down in Minneapolis. I am opening for
Hey, hell yeah.
Calhoun.
Calhoun at Calhoun.
I have
the Calhoun.
an album. Yeah.
Oh,
You talking about? You
Oh.
talking about one was
Black Gold.
he used to be with Strange Music.
Got you.
Black Gold
Got you,
Entertainment.
One was he used to be with Strange Music.
Got you. Got you. This one's gonna be good.
And then I have an album dropping relatively here soon. No date quite yet, but it is going to be a self-titled one.
Yeah, this one's gonna be good.
I believe you are the only feature on it, which is going to be a fun one. This one's almost entirely produced by DJ Cam, aside from our track together.
Bro, I don't think he's heard that
Shout
one
out
yet.
to
The
DJ
one that we did.
Cam, and I believe that's all I've got going on right now. This
Yeah, the new
fun.
one.
I finally get a chance to spread my wings and speak me.
Hey, it's been a pleasure, man. Thank you for coming
No
on board.
shit. Oh man.
Hey, much love.
Make sure you show him the better version. Make sure you show him the better version.
Hey, it's been a pleasure, man. Thank you for coming on board.
Hey, much
Oh,
love.
hell
brother.
yeah. Thank you again. I do appreciate this, you guys.
Give me that money, duck your head. Pass up the paper, you heard what I said. Sticking them down, when I having the bread. Asking forgiveness, while laying in bed. Give me that money, duck your head. Pass up the paper, you heard what I said. Sticking them down, when I having the bread. Asking forgiveness, while laying in bed. Give me that money, duck your head. Pass up the paper, you heard what I said. Sticking them down, when I having the bread. Asking forgiveness, while laying in bed. Give me that money, duck your head. Pass up the paper, you heard what I said. Sticking them down, when I having the bread. Asking forgiveness, while laying in bed. Bullies and snakes lying straight to my face. Cowards and fakes, but to run for this place. Speak of my name, I start digging the graves. Leave you residing right next to a face. Believe me, big homie, best to give me my space. No time, fucks up till I'm loaded the case. Pass up the keys to the bench of the wraith. Load up and right out the spray out the way. I'm away to the top, competition decays. All that is found that is left the fillets. Attention deficit, television, I'm paid. None but my brother come close to the same. Fuck up the way, fuck up my way. All of you bitches get the fuck up my way. Down in your stomach, end up with your chain. No way to escape, my killer's aim for the brain. My homie, he begging to wax with the cape. Stay strapped on the street, more strapped when you late. No people who banging on some with the yay. Put it crossing the street when my kids and I play. I turn to smile and laugh at the way. But I am not Kofi, be another new day. You can think what you want, make sure to bring me my page. Still DTA and fuck what you say. FSG, I'ma get it.